Hello, I'm your host, William Liberty, and here I'm joined with a representative from Sony, Kevin Andrews, and the wonderful Dylan Hawkrider from Microsoft, and we're here to compare the two next-generation consoles.
The PS4
and the Xbox One.
Gamers have already made their pre-orders and placed their bets on which console will come out on top. What can you tell us about the consoles as far as design is concerned? We'll start with Kevin here.
When designing the PlayStation 4, we wanted to make sure it was unique enough to stand apart from previous designs we designed. We decided to go with a slick, angular design to look more modern, much like modern architecture.
Okay. And how about the Xbox One design, Dylan?
We did not want to stray too far from our previous console designs in order to stay true to the name. We have a deep brand loyalty to the Xbox name, and we didn't want to move away from that concept.
As you know, the policies have changed drastically from their reveals. Dylan, what were your thoughts on the initial policies for the Xbox One?
I did not have complete control over the final decision regarding the Xbox One policies. However, we did see that our consumers were concerned with the changes we were bringing to the Xbox. We value our consumers' opinions, and we made further changes to address their concerns.
All right. So Kevin, the biggest changes to the PlayStation 4 is that the online services are no longer free. So what are your thoughts on this?
Going forward, we wanted to improve our online experience. After the PlayStation Network outage 2 years ago, we realized we need to make drastic improvement to our online service. With the added $5 per month membership, this money can be used to improve the reliability and stability of our servers.
All right. Next, I would like to ask about the price difference in the consoles. So Dylan, could you elaborate on why the Xbox One costs so much more than the PlayStation 4?
Yeah, we feel as if the Kinect is an integral component to the functionality of the Xbox One. In order to provide this hardware to the consumer, we need to increase the price so the consumers get the full benefits of the system.
All right. Also, I would love to talk about another major change in the two consoles, their new controllers. So Kevin, can you explain the drastic changes to the DualShock 4 controller with the PlayStation 4?
Yeah, one of the biggest complaints we got with the DualShock controllers, which took us until now to finally fix, was the size of the controller. We have built the DualShock 4 larger to fit comfortably in the player's hands. 3 new features we included on the DualShock 4 is the touchpad, which expands the control's player's use in games. The move light on top of the controller, which is used to display a unique color per player, and motion tracking with the PlayStation Eye. And finally, the share button, which allows the players to rapidly share accomplishments on their favorite social network.
All right. And Dylan, how about the controller for the Xbox One?
As with the console design, we did not want to change too much with the controller design since the players seemed fairly happy with the design we had on the Xbox 360. We did, however, address consumer issues with the directional pad. The directional pad is now more responsive and easier to use.
I would love to hear about the new hot exclusives each of the consoles have to offer. Dylan, let's start with you.
2 titles I can elaborate on right now are Dead Rising 3 and Titanfall. Dead Rising 3 is our third-person open world, where you are dropped into a zombie apocalypse. We really expanded on features that were included in our past Dead Rising games, such as weapon creations and open world scenery. Easily our most anticipated game, due to release in March, is Titanfall. Titanfall is a multiplayer-only, first-person shooter which faces futuristic infantry against high-tech mechanical vehicles.
All right, and Kevin, what does Sony have to offer?
We are bringing back our beloved first-person shooter series Killzone through Shadowfall. We plan to elaborate on the story Killzone on an emotional level with our audience. A game we are really excited about is a brand new IP called Knack. Knack is a third-person platformer with stunning visuals and fun gameplay. We hope Knack will appeal to a large range of players, and we feel it will successfully do so.
All right, you've heard it first from the reps themselves. Now, which console are you most excited for? Which one do you think will win the console war? Thank you for joining me, Dylan and Kevin, and this has been your Official Gaming News.